You've been waiting and waiting, and finally I'm done with part 2 of this series. I'm in the middle of exams right now, and by a funny coincidence, the theories that I'm using in this exam is exactly the same theories as I wanted to use in this video. So yeah, I've been studying for exams and doing research in preparation for this video all at once. Work smart, not hard. It's been about a month since I released part 1 of how to promote your music, and surprisingly many of you guys have asked for part 2, so here it is. At least it's better than waiting for the new Tool album. It's been like 10 years or some shit since they've released anything. I mean, come on guys, what the hell, man? You just gonna let your fans wait for this long? What's a big deal? Where was I? This is why your band fails, and finally I present to you part 2 of how to promote your music. In this video we'll continue where we left. I'm gonna talk about setting goals for your band, as well as discussing what types of media your band should use to reach various types of goals. And furthermore, I'm gonna explain a few things about the Facebook algorithms, how they work and how you can use them to your advantage. So let's say you watched part 1 and you have now segmented the market and found yourself a few target audiences. Now you gotta set some goals for your band, and in a band context I usually see 2 types of goals: band goals and content goals. Band goals are the overall goals for your band, and it's important that everybody in the band is on the same page and works towards the same goals. A band goal might be anything from just having a great time to one day release an album, or to be able to actually make a living solely off playing music. If your band's goal is to conquer the world and tour the entire planet, it's important that this is the goal of everybody in the band, and that little Timmy on the drums doesn't quit the band after reaching his personal goal of playing at the local pub. You can always start by setting small goals, like getting your first 500 fans on your Facebook page, or to release your first EP, and then gradually increase the scope of your goals. Reaching your band goals gives you this amazing feeling of accomplishment, and based on my experiences on playing in a band, this is the feeling that truly inspires great music. The next type of goals is content goals, and these are the goals of individual promotional communication products, which can be anything from a poster to a post on Facebook. Let's say your band just finished a new EP and you're about to release it. What I would do is that I would sit down with the band and discuss a specific goal for how many streams or views you want to reach, or how many CDs or vinyls you want to sell. By setting a realistic and measurable goal, it'll be much easier for your band to decide what types of media will be most efficient for reaching those goals. By the way, when I say media, it can be anything from your Facebook page, posters, flyers, or even merchandise with your band name on it. In the following section, I'm gonna go through some of them and discuss some pros and cons, as well as evaluating what types of media are most suited to reach various goals. Number 1. Posters. Posters are commonly used for promoting live shows, and to be fair, this is pretty much the only type of promotion they really excel at. For example, you can't really promote music without people being able to hear it. Properly designed posters stand out from the rest of the city and contain all the relevant information. It's a good idea to design the poster in such a way that people exposed to it can get an idea of what type of music will be played, so they can evaluate if they are interested. The Danish venue High Voltage has held a few Viking-themed folk metal concerts, and with a poster that read Ragnarok, with the notion that there would be served free meat and the English word for flæskesvær, everyone knew what type of music was being promoted, as if band names like Vanir, Svartot and Solvatica didn't give that shit away. Posters are not really great for promoting anything but live shows, but the pros are that they're relatively inexpensive, and if you have a surplus of posters, you can just make a special deal like buy one of our t-shirts and get a poster for the show free. People love that shit. Number 2. Social media. Social media are fucking amazing. Whether you want to promote a show, a recent release, or you just want to get more fans, social media works regardless. Now, as some of you may have noticed, Facebook is run by a bunch of fucking assholes. And what I mean by that is that if you post something on your band's Facebook page, you'll only reach an average of 6% of your total following. 6%. And in addition, the source of this information is from 2014, so it's probably even less by now. So if you're posting something really important, like your band's brand new music video, you might want to pay for some extra publicity, or otherwise nobody's gonna see it. Assholes. And if that wasn't enough, Facebook is now trying to compete with Google in terms of video streaming. Google being the company that also owns YouTube. which means that the Facebook algorithm actively suppresses the exposure of links from YouTube. So if you want to share a video on your Facebook page, you should consider whether you want to upload it to either YouTube or Facebook. And this is where the goal of the video comes in. For example, if you're sharing your new music video with the goal of promoting it, you should upload it to your band's YouTube page, since Facebook's video system is fucking terrible. It will gain less initial exposure due to Facebook's shitty algorithm, but it will make it much easier for people to find later on. However, if you're uploading a video with an update or just a personal brand building message, you should upload it as a Facebook video, since it's something that's relevant right now and people probably won't try to find it again several months later. In addition, by uploading it to your Facebook page instead of your YouTube page, the algorithm won't completely rape your promotional exposure. The great thing about promoting music on Facebook is that if you choose to pay for extra publicity, you can freely decide exactly what segments should be exposed. So if your targeted market segments are Swedish men aged 15 to 25 who likes Beyonce and anal fisting, you can just punch in that information and the algorithm will optimize the segmented exposure. If you're promoting a music video, make sure to have a proper customized thumbnail showing the most visually pleasing frame in the video. Unless you have a girl in the band, put her in the thumbnail. Don't ask, just do it. Just do it, see what happens. And remember, always include a link to the song or the event you're promoting. I really shouldn't have to say this, but I see a lot of bands that just say that they've released a new song without including a link to it. I'm not kidding, some bands actually do this. Number 3, stickers. Stickers are fucking useless. Sure, a few kids might buy them as merchandise and put them on their laptops, but they're really not good for promoting anything, since people just don't notice them. Number 4, t-shirts and merchandise in general. I've heard a lot of people say that t-shirts with your band logo on it is a great way to promote your band, but it's really not. You might have a cool logo and get people to buy your merchandise, but how many people wearing a Rolling Stones or a Nirvana t-shirt do you actually think know these bands? Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong, if your band doesn't sell merchandise, drop whatever the fuck you're doing, get off your ass and order some merchandise. It may not be very good for promoting anything, but the return on the investment is too good to miss out on. I'm actually working on a video right now on how you can sell more merchandise at shows, so if you're planning on selling merchandise in the future, or you're already selling merchandise, I suggest you check it out when it comes out. There are a lot more ways to promote shows and releases, and in the next episode of this series I'm going to talk more about some more interesting and more creative ways to promote yourself. That's all for now. I've got a lot more music business related videos coming up, so if you found this one interesting or useful, leave a like and subscribe to stay updated.